here now. We have finally made it to Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2, and your tribal chief wanted to quickly give you guys this quick video to hype up the excitement for Season 2 of Jujutsu Kaisen. For starters, the fight scenes are going to be insane for Season 2. We have already seen in the trailer that they will be adapting the Hidden Inventory arc, also known as the Gojo Past arc, which is from chapters 64 to 79, whilst the Shibuya Incident arc, almost straight away after that arc, is from chapters 83 to 136, which in total is 74 chapters for the Season 2 anime to adapt. For you anime onlys who are wondering if we learn more about Gojo's character, yes we do, and more from this season. You will find out why Gojo is the way that he is from Season 1. You will get to see different sides of Gojo that you probably would not have expected to see, so do be wary of that. We will also be seeing Geto. Now, I'm assuming you anime onlys watching this video have seen Jujutsu Kaisen 0. So in short, when you see Geto in Season 2, let's just say the feels you will get from seeing how Geto is in Season 2, knowing where his character is going in the Jujutsu Kaisen 0 movie, is a complete tragedy. I've released a video talking about the tragedy of Suguru Geto, so please, after the Season 2 anime finishes, do go watch that video, especially when it's fresh in your mind. I would love to see your opinions and the take on the downfall of Geto. Now, there will be a character being released which you guys have all seen in the trailer. He's got black hair and is jumping at Gojo, trying to do a surprise attack on Gojo with a knife. This character's name is Toji. I guarantee you all, this guy will be your favorite character in the series. I have no doubt about that. All anime conventions that will take place this year, I promise you now, your tribal chief is calling it, that majority of cosplayers in this year's Comic Cons and anime conventions, a lot of people will be dressing up as Toji. And without giving anything away, Toji's personality is a complete badass. He's like an evil version of John Wick, where he prefers to act alone in his missions and is an absolute monster when it comes to fighting. This guy is a match for anyone in the series when it comes to a pure physical fight. And you can even see from the trailer as well that he does do some damage to Gojo. So guys, be prepared for the excellence of Toji, who will be your new favorite character alongside your traditional favorites such as Gojo, Sukuna, Yuji and Megumi. Be prepared for a lot of action, guys, and I mean a lot of action. I released a video not too long ago comparing the Marineford arc in One Piece, which is essentially the biggest war/battle arc in the history of One Piece, and the Shibuya Incident arc, and me personally, I felt that the Shibuya Incident arc was the equivalent of the Marineford War for Jujutsu Kaisen. There are some character moments that you could say are similar and are a parallel between the two arcs, but essentially the amount of big fights that occur in these two arcs is what it boils down to, is what I'm saying. If you think you're going to have a moment of downtime when the anime is adapting Shibuya, well, you will be in for a surprise. If you think you're watching a massive fight and then you're seeing that the fight is about to be concluded, naturally you will be thinking, okay, cool, there will be a cool-off period now until the next big fight. Well, prepare yourselves, guys, because there will not be a cool-off period. You will go from action after action after action in Shibuya. And the thing is, it all flows so naturally. Normally, you would assume that this is too much action, but it's actually not. All these fights that will be happening in the Shibuya Incident arc have meaning and purpose behind them. That's why the stakes in every fight you will see in Season 2 have so much weight to them, and you won't be feeling that fatigue of seeing too many action scenes from Season 2. And mind you guys, the fight scenes are going to be insane. Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2 fight scenes will break the internet, I'm certain of it. It will break Crunchyroll just like how Demon Slayer and Attack on Titan did when they were both airing. As not only are the stakes in Season 2 so much higher, but the actual fight scenes themselves have so much hype to them as well. When you see certain characters meet for the first time, it's that holy shit, I can't believe these two characters are finally meeting type of moment. It's like in the Marineford War when you see characters like Crocodile and Doflamingo fighting each other, or even Whitebeard fighting off against the Admirals. It's that moment where you see big name characters that are monsters in this story face off against one another, which will build the hype and lead to so many memorable moments for you guys. And speaking of hype, guys, Sukuna. As we have seen in Season 1, whenever Sukuna is involved or is on screen, a whole lot of madness occurs, such as him ripping out Yuji's heart, killing the cursed room in episode 4, laughing with Mahito and then slicing Mahito, and of course, that brief tease of a clash between himself and Gojo back in episode 2. And in season 2, it won't be any different. I think I can confidently say that Sukuna may have more screen time in season 2 than in season 1. So all you Sukuna fans out there that will be excited to hear me say that, prepare yourselves, because if you think Sukuna was a badass in season 1, you have not seen anything yet. In season 2, his character takes an even darker turn when it comes to being evil. He truly becomes the demon of Jujutsu Kaisen in season 2 and will do some truly evil acts that will make Mahito look like an angel. In a way, that is what you want to see from Sukuna, as Sukuna is the big final boss that the story is building up towards, so you want to see him be evil. You don't want to turn Sukuna into a likable villain, so if he's doing evil acts, this will want us, the viewer, to see his downfall even more. But yes, you will see a more badass, evil, and a twisted version of Sukuna here. But for you anime onlys, I want you guys to compare the parallels between Sukuna and Gojo in this arc. I really would love to hear your opinions on both their character journeys in season 2. I know what journeys they go through, but I want to hear from you guys. If you can clock on what Akutami was doing with both of these characters from a story perspective for season 2, Yuji will be in for a roller coaster, and as he is our main character, we will be in for a roller coaster alongside him. And guys, believe me when I say this is going to be emotional. You will see Yuji in a way that you will never see him the same again. Like, remember back in season 1 how carefree and goofy Yuji was as a character? Well, in season 2, let's just say that isn't going to be him for a majority of season 2. That is how massive the stakes have become now. That even such a carefree guy like Yuji ends up becoming a super serious and goes through so much that you almost won't recognize him by the end of season 2. And believe me guys, whatever you think about Yuji's character, Akutami straight up destroys him in the Shibuya incident arc. So prepare yourselves for that. Just like Sukuna, Yuji also takes a darker turn from a character development perspective, and it's all for good reason as well, and it's well earned through the story. There's a specific moment within Shibuya that will change Yuji's life forever, and I can't wait to see that animated. I hope they do the animation and music justice for that massive moment. Guys, there's going to be so many twists and turns for season 2. I truly believe this will be anime of the year, because personally for me, the Gojo past arc and the Shibuya incident arc are my two favorite arcs from Jujutsu Kaisen. The Shibuya incident arc for me is one of my favorite arcs of all time. The pacing, the action, the emotions, the stakes, it had everything. But the amount of cliffhangers we will be getting from each episode will salivate us for more episodes, and it will bring Jujutsu Kaisen's hype back to the top of shonen anime. And for me personally, I can't wait to see the community going on a buzz with this. The amount of discussions that will take place between all of us is what excites your tribal chief the most. This is a golden moment in time for us Jujutsu Kaisen fans, so let's enjoy the ride when the anime gets released. I also believe that the anime can potentially have in-canon filler as well, so we might even have more action scenes and more character moments being fleshed out compared to the manga. If they drag out the fight scenes, I actually won't mind that. In Jujutsu Kaisen 0 and in season 1, the fight scenes were all epic, and I just loved the camera work with the fight scenes. So I'm looking forward to seeing how they do it for all the big fights in season 2. And guys, the crazy thing is, it's not like the fight scenes will involve Yuji and the gang fighting off against scrubs. No, they will be fighting off against the major players of the special grade curses. So when I say all the fights are all big blockbuster fights, they actually are. So guys, prepare yourselves for this, because I promise you, you will not expect the greatness of Jujutsu Kaisen season 2.